Conditions are a part of every healthy statement or question. Specifying details and arguing about them is something you have to focus on whenever evaluating any topic or problem. Think about it. If contracts would not be specific, they would just be a couple words wrong, right? You work for us would be a full-on valuable contract. This might sound crazy, but most advice given in some of the fields around us, let's say, self-help industry, is structured just the same way. Quit your job and follow your passion is a good example. Think about it. Quit what job? The one that's shitty and makes you sad whilst not providing enough cash flow to cover your basic needs? Or quit a job that you feel might be tough at times, but actually grows you as a person, makes you feel as a part of community, and maybe also provides you with a generous salary? And the passion. What kind of passion? Like the fake passion that you think you would love to do every day because you never actually tried it and don't know what existential problems will follow when the routine and hard times will kick in? Is this passion of yours actually monetizable? Will it ever be? Furthermore, is this passion hard and has a big challenge waiting ahead? Or is this passion just a lazy way for you to allow your metastatic regions of your brain that just wants you to be lazy to win and bring you to your comfort zone where you will slowly degrade even more? Or maybe, just maybe, this passion is the opposite and has a crazy challenge ahead, huge risk, huge reward, and it's actually worth a shot. Most of us think by analogy, meaning there is so much truth around us that eventually humanity had to stop questioning sources of those truths. We store opinions of others in our head, labeling them as facts. We base our assumptions on those facts, ignoring the fact they're just small sequences on somebody's thoughts in a specific time, in a specific place in their journey. This even works in places like scientific papers. When citations used to prove things can leave future generations with misleading information, as a paper is based on a paper that was based on a paper which was based on two other papers that were not actually true in the first place. For some basic principles like existence of atoms or the fact that Earth, like other planets in the solar system, are round, we don't even have to cite things anymore. This is something we consider common knowledge. This also works in our daily communication, mentoring, and other types of interactions we might have. We sometimes wrongly assume that common knowledge is common, when actually common knowledge is just a perspective that we have towards expectations for others around us. We might have this weird assumption stuck in our brains that people have similar knowledge, understanding, and even sometimes similar beliefs to us. If not the same, then at least we think they will have as much wisdom as others we know or as we do. We base our expectations on it. Sure, we will acknowledge the fact that our wisdoms are not identical, but we will still assume that the sum value of it can be expected to stay roughly the same amongst different people. This means we think that we all have same amount of credits, and if some people don't get, let's say, math, they will have the equivalent amount of knowledge somewhere else, like, I don't know, history, sports, or Japanese manga or something. But can this be actually true? Most likely not, and here's why. Most things in nature interact and determine winners by measuring acceleration, not speed. Let's don't get into complex particle physics here, but let's focus just on relative skill and mindset or knowledge aspects of things, or more importantly, humans. Those who have it hard when being trained will most likely be more successful during competition. More than that, those who have much will be provided with even more, and those who have nothing will lose even more as time progresses. Why so? Because our progress is based on acceleration. Weirdly, humans work in a way where doing nothing leads to degradation, and doing 1% more with each and every day leads to enormous changes faster than expected. The more successful you are, the more chances of similar or different successes you might have. The longer you did nothing and chilled on a couch with Netflix and beers, the harder it becomes to change the habit and do something productive. The more bad habits you have, the more new bad habits you will form in your life. The more great routine you already established, the easier it becomes to have even more healthy and more productive routines. So that's why when it comes time to evaluate or argue over any topic at all, every detail counts. Details make or break plans. Conditions and situation can be more important than actual goals. That's why plans are shit, but great planning is everything. We might be past the time where we can check each and every source of each and every informational bit we receive, which makes it more important than ever to add extra layers on each and every assumption we make. What kind of details could be important in this particular situation? Where this information is coming from? Is there something we are forgetting here? What clear or hidden goal might there be for someone to benefit from this information? These and other similar questions that would allow us to have more informative picture on any topic at hand has to be our natural way of dissecting all important or influential ideas we receive. It's called critical thinking, and we have to become better and better at it. We have to become better at critical thinking, especially when technology speeds up with more and more accelerated potential ahead. If we learn how to think critically, there might be a chance to have a sustainable life when robots and AI finally takes over. At least, you will be interesting to them for the weird way you think about stuff. They might not even kill you for that. Robots might keep you as a pet if you at least can think critically.